Episode of Bucks and Trucks, so we better have something good this month. So what do you got?
And better late than never. But it's March Madness, right? So particularly for a big basketball guy over here, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a basketball, and I'm too short to play. So there you go.
Basketball was definitely my life for the first 18 years. I can't play as much as I used to. Not trying to tear an ACL at this point in my life, so
yeah. Well, we're going to talk about markets and the madness that has gone on with them, so mad markets, if you will. But before we start, who'd you pick to win it all?
I picked Alabama.
Bama,
and I'm not an Alabama fan, and I usually hate picking a number one, but quite frankly, I just didn't know. I didn't watch a lot of college basketball this year. All I root for is the upsets, and honestly, I enjoy the tournaments the most when my team loses, like towards the beginning, because then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, I picked Kansas, so I know. I really would love Mizzou to take it to the house and win.
The ball is tipped. There you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star.
But I have no knowledge other than my basic understanding of what's going on this season.
Let's talk about the real madness in recent news, and let's talk about that Silicone Valley Bank and Signature Bank collapse.
So, anybody ever watch A Wonderful Life? You ever seen A Wonderful Life, right? Pretty much what happened, right? Guys, run on the bank.
So let's talk about Charles Schwab. That's who we custodian with. There's people out there wondering, is Charles Schwab bad? Their stock's down right now. Does that mean they're going to collapse? And the answer to that's no. From the numbers that we've seen, our investment research team's seen, is Charles Schwab is not the next Silicone Valley or Signature Bank. And there's some key numbers and statistics in there. And for technical terms, that's called a bank run.
Yes.
Depositors see the instability with the bank. They're scared that something's going to happen with their deposits, so they try to pull it out quickly, and then the bank can't keep up with that, and bank run.
Which just so everyone knows, Silicon Valley Bank primarily dealt with private capital, venture capitalists, mid-market companies doing their banking. So, that was their primary target market, So, FDIC only insures up to $250,000. Clearly, most of those people deposited way more than $250,000, right? So, that's the lingering question, what's going to happen?
The moral of this whole topic today is to weave in and out of the madness of the media, because the media never fails to take a situation and strike fear into everyday investors. And that's the job that we have as advisors, to really get the nitty-gritty details of what's really going on and what it means for your investments, for your plan, and everything like that. So that's the whole goal of today, is that yes, it was a crappy situation, and it's something that shouldn't have happened with due diligence, but from a whole banking side, money side, it's not the end of the world for every person that's invested. So
not fun, not what we wanted, not the end of the world, right? So
speaking of madness, there's a recent event for your kid's life that had to involve some madness, and that is a few of the boys of yours started karate or taekwondo. Jiu-jitsu,
right?
Neither.
Technically first class last night, and they loved it. Pretty much wrestling. They had no clue what they were doing. It was really kind of funny to watch, but I was kind of proud of my oldest, right? So it was fun. We had a great time last night, so I'm excited. This will be, I think, something good for them, and teach them some discipline too. So good for that. So that's exciting, man.
That wraps up this month's episode of Bucks and Trucks. We hope you have a perfect March Madness bracket, and we hope you found today's video educational.
Listen, if the last year or these markets haven't been a spoonful of sugar and are just making you have a little March Madness, please feel free to reach out to us with any questions. We'd love to help you craft a portfolio that meets your needs and helps you deal with the madness.
As always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our Facebook and our LinkedIn page and YouTube page. It really means a lot to us, but most importantly,
Keep on trucking.